Good Saturday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm your host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson. Let's talk about the weather for your Saturday evening. Now, looking at the radar right now, we do have some severe thunderstorms actually right now. We did have that marginal risk of severe weather. That did get up to a slight risk of severe weather for some places. Severe thunderstorms going through Newbury, Winnsboro, Union got hit with some bad storms. Greenwood, McCormick, as well as Columbia in the severe thunderstorm warning. Now, also also a severe thunderstorm watch is also up for portions of Seneca, Anderson, Greenville as well. So watch out. Even though I think most of your threat is mainly to your south right now, you just have some showers moving through. But right now, it looks like not really as much is going on in terms of the actual severe thunderstorm watch itself. Here is the MRMS. We do have some rain scattered precipitation moving through the Canadian regions just to north of like New York, Vermont, Maine as well, just to north of the Midwest and the Great Lakes as well, as we also have the potential for some more precipitation to fall over here in the west. Severe weather also going on with some also up here inside of Canada, instead of being over there to the east, to the west. Also, obviously, the severe weather down here inside of the south. Kentucky getting some severe weather. Virginia getting maybe some flooding type conditions. We do have some flood advisory, or that a flood warning. Yeah, flood advisory down inside Virginia right now. So, pretty much very active over the U.S. But if you look at the cloud cover right now is pretty heavy right now, especially over where those storms are inside of the upstate. Maybe some low clouds, maybe some light clouds near the low country South Carolina and the PD region of South Carolina as well. Here's our current cloud cover and our cloud cover for the future, cloud cover total percentage. As you move this forward, as we move to the future, cloud cover will continue to build as we go through tonight. And then as we get into tomorrow morning, cloud cover will still be pretty scattered, but not as heavy as it was as late as tonight. And as we get into tomorrow afternoon, late this before the storms may kick off tomorrow, you do have the potential for some clearing, which is not really a good sign at all, because if there is clearing before a storm, that will increase its probabilities of getting stronger. So that's especially in the evening time as well. So hopefully some more cloud cover may hopefully it does move in, but right now, according to models right now, it looks to be like some cloud cover will not really be there at all. Current temperature 79 in Columbia, 79 in Charleston, 79 in Beaufort, 79 in Myrtle Beach, 77 in Rock Hill, 75 Union, 73 Greenville, Anderson, 79 Sumter, Florence, 77 in Walterboro, and 79 in Moncks Corner. Here's our low temperatures for tonight. Around 73 in Columbia, 78 in Charleston, 75 in Hilton Head Island, 76 in Myrtle Beach, 72 in Rock Hill, 71 inside of Spartanburg, 71 inside of Greenville, 72 inside of Anderson, 72 in Aiken as well. Here's our forecast precipitation for the next 24 or so hours. We do have the threat for pretty much the entire state of South Carolina to receive some precipitation over the next 24 hours. Around a quarter of an inch to half an inch possible inside of Columbia. Same thing with Sumter. Maybe even a possible half an inch to an inch just to the north of Columbia as possible as well. A tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch possible in Rock Hill. Maybe even a quarter of an inch to half an inch for Cheraw, Dillon. Tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch for Myrtle Beach, Georgetown, Charleston, Moncks Corner, Walterboro. And then a hundredth of an inch to a tenth of an inch in Hilton Head Island, as well as Greenville, Spartanburg, and just stuff like that for pretty much the entire state. Here is the SPC outlook. We do have a day one risk. Obviously, the slight risk is gone. It's not there anymore, but we still do have that marginal risk of severe weather. That's up for the upstate of South Carolina, maybe even inside the Midlands of South Carolina toward like Columbia. But right now, obviously, it's verifying as we have the threat for those damaging winds to move in right now. Tomorrow we do have a slight risk. Tomorrow we do have a slight risk for Sunday. Really, for the afternoon, evening hours is probably when they will mostly pick up. We'll show the models with those in a second. But right now, slight risk. Really, just a damaging wind threat. 5% risk if you're inside the green. 15% risk of damaging winds if you're inside the yellow. So you gotta watch for the potential for some damaging winds as we move through tomorrow. As we go into Monday, we do have a marginal risk just for the very northeastern tip, kind of like near, I believe that's Chirra, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's Chirra, Bennettsville region, under a marginal risk of severe weather going into Monday. If I was to guess, most likely a damaging wind threat as the trend's been going. But we'll wait until tomorrow evening and as well as Monday just to see what this brings up. So here is the excessive rainfall outlook. We do also have a marginal risk of excessive rainfall as we go into tonight. A marginal risk that goes through upstate and the Midlands. Going to tomorrow, we do have a marginal risk of excessive rainfall for the coastal regions of South Carolina. So everyone from the entire low country of South Carolina through PD region, we do have a marginal risk of excessive rainfall for some minor flooding. Nothing for Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday as well. So that's pretty much all that is. Here is, let's talk about the model. Let's go to 18C real quick. So let's go to 9 o'clock. And the models were kind of aligned. I mean, you can kind of see, except for the storms over there, it was kind of aligned over here with like places like just to the north of Columbia, kind of where it was, kind of where it is right now. So kind of right. As you continue, it does have the threat for some more showers and storms to push you even at around 1 o'clock in the morning through Columbia, Camden, Sumter. So the potential for some more storms to come right behind it. So maybe the threat for this severe thunderstorm watch is not over. It does expire in an hour though. So honestly, we'll see what happens. But right now, honestly, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. As you move to tomorrow morning, we do have the threat for some showers, downpour to go through around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning through the low country and Midlands of South Carolina. As we go through around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And then as you move through, this is what 2 o'clock p.m. could look like. We do have the threat for some more showers, thunderstorms, move through the Gaffney region. And then look at these heavy storms with a slight risk of severe weather going through around 5 o'clock. Heavy thunderstorm moving through Lancaster, South Carolina, Rock Hill, South Carolina as well. And then we do have the threat for some more showers and storms. Some of them can be severe around 8 and 9 o'clock. And then heavy thunderstorm pushing through the Tri-County region, Dorchester, Berkeley, Charleston County around the 10, 11 o'clock p.m. Sunday night. 12 o'clock in the morning can still see some more thunderstorms, again, damaging wind threat around 11 o'clock through Georgetown County, coastal Charleston County as well. And as that moves through, that's what we're mainly looking at. So, again, just a really big threat tomorrow with the slight risk. We might see a severe thunderstorm watch tomorrow. Would not be surprised. We probably will see a severe thunderstorm watch. Usually when there's a slight risk in effect, we usually do see a slight risk of, or whenever there's a slight risk in effect, we usually see a severe thunderstorm watch. So we'll continue to watch and monitor that. So that's that in terms of the models. Let's talk about the tropics. So here goes Ernesto right here. 75 mile per hour storm. If it goes down a couple more miles an hour, that would be it. It would be down to a tropical storm. So I would not be surprised if tomorrow it gets downgraded to a tropical storm. But I think it's forecast to become a tropical storm actually Tuesday. So honestly, we'll see what happens. Again, 2 a.m. Tuesday is when this thing is supposed to get down to tropical storm status. Wind speed probabilities right now has this thing. Remember, we were watching Atlantic Canada with around a 30 to 40, maybe a 50, 60% chance of seeing tropical storm force winds. So we're going to watch that. And that's pretty much it. Also, I mean, same thing that they talk about here. Pretty much, they just talked about U.S. East Coast swells generated by the hurricanes expected to affect the area through early next week. So again, watch out for those rip currents and life-threatening surf. So that's what's going on with Ernesto. So let's move on and let's go on and talk about the future. So here is tropical tidbits right here. Didn't mean to click that button on accident. We go back and go over here. Alright, so here's the southeast right here. As you push this forward, we do have the potential for some more showers, thunderstorms to push through, obviously tomorrow and the 19th as well. But then as we move through to around the 21st, we do have the threat for some more rainfall throughout like the low country of South Carolina at around like the 22nd, 23rd, and maybe even a threat for some development to occur. And right now it's just looking like it's not really going to do much right now, so we want to really watch about that so we don't have to worry too much about that. And then other than that, just scattered showers, thunderstorms, obviously just the usual at this point, just the usual. And we're a bit too far out to talk about anything else pretty much further. So I think that that's pretty much it in terms of the future. Let's go and let's talk to the audience. If you want to be part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Here they are right here. My name says hello, Jay. Hello. Mr. Anthony says good evening, weatherman. Good evening to you. My cousin Cheryl says good evening, weatherman. Hope you had a wonderful day. I did. Good. God bless you, your cousin Cheryl. Thank you so much for your message. My cousin says hi, Joseph. How are you? I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. And then the boy Smiley says, yo, what's up? And I think that's all the comments that I have. So let's go on and move our way out. Oh, hold on, wait, we got another chat record. Oh, this is Joel? Okay, thank you for telling me that. Thank you for telling me that, because now I know who you are. So let's go on and let's talk about San Antonio and Raleigh, and then we'll be out of here for tonight. So here is San Antonio right here. And let's move our way forward. So really, I mean, in terms of precipitation, not really much in terms of rain. Maybe a threat for some downpours just to your west around 6 o'clock tomorrow. You're going to have to watch out if those do get to your area. In terms of temperatures, let me go on over here and let's turn it back. Low temperatures for tonight. This little thing right here, and then we're looking like right now high temperatures on, I believe that's Monday. Yeah, high temperatures on Monday will be inside the hundreds potentially, again low hundreds. As we move through tonight though, low temperatures seem to be around 75, high temperatures tomorrow around 101, low temperatures tomorrow at around 674, and then obviously you just talked about high temperatures for Monday around 100. So as we move through to Raleigh, yeah, so here is the low temperatures for tonight in Raleigh, around 73. High temperatures tomorrow, around 86, and then low temperatures tomorrow, around 68, and then around 85-ish inside of the high temperatures going into Monday. All right. Here is the precipitation for Raleigh. Let me move this outward. All right. The precipitation for Raleigh as you move through. The potential, obviously, with that slight risk of severe weather that goes through for tomorrow, you do have a threat for some damaging winds to move through, even as you probably around the 4, 5, 6 o'clock time frame. So you're going to have to watch out for some thunderstorms there, but that's really the only threat in terms of precipitation. So let's talk about severe weather. So here is tonight. No threat for any type of excessive rainfall, but tomorrow Raleigh does have a minor risk for some flooding and that slight risk of severe weather for Raleigh for tomorrow for that damaging wind threat. And that's pretty much it in terms of excessive rainfall and in terms of severe weather, I believe. No, Raleigh does have a marginal risk of severe weather for Monday as well. So we will continue to watch for that as well, and I'll talk about the threats tomorrow. But that's it in terms for tonight. That's it for tonight. I'm still at 195. Make sure that you guys hit the share button. Make sure that you guys hit the share button. We are trying to get to 200 before August the 31st. And make sure that you hit the share button because if hopefully we get to our goal before 2 weeks. We now have 14 days left. 14 days left until the goal of 200 before we can hit the goal of 200. So make sure that you guys do that. If you have not hit the like button yet either, go on and make sure that you do that. We have 4 people watching, and around 6 likes people must have logged off by the time we talk about San Antonio and Raleigh, which that is fine. And I think that's all I have in terms for tonight. Make sure that you share and subscribe if you have not already, and I'll be back tomorrow evening with another forecast update.
Hey!